Hey everybody, it's Hakeem here playing some more Boros Auras. Let's look at our opening hand. We have 2 plains and a mountain, which is good mana. We've got a 1-drop, an aura on turn 2. We've also got a 2-drop, and we've got the Wrecking Ogre. So this hand has a nice curve, and we're on the play. So yeah, we're going to keep that for sure. We're playing against Useless Pair, the Crypt Keeper, who doesn't know whether or not he wants to take a mulligan or not. The timer looks like it's good. Okay, he went to 6. His timer's running out there. So let's just get the Train Caracal into play, and depending on what he does, I may not cast this True Fire Paladin next turn. I may go straight for the Ordeal, just to try and start building up our life-linking cat. And we'll see how it goes. A lot of, I saw there was some comments in the deck tech video, and I've had a lot of discussions with people over on No Goblins Allowed about how to construct this deck. I like the white version because it gives me better mana in the early game, but of course. Satyr Hoplite is an amazing card in a heroic deck, an aura deck, and Elk Boy was certainly trying to get me to switch back. I used to play it that way, but I decided against it. I wanted to go back to playing Sigil Paladin and having the lifelink and just having the overall better white mana for Banisher Priest and things like that. So many thanks to him though for putting in all the work on testing this build. He was playing it for a couple of weeks straight and helped me put Ordeal of Heliod back into the deck at the very least, because I had cut that for coordinated assault. But where he's tapped out, I'm just going to go ahead and put this Ordeal on here, and start trying to pump up this cat and try to get him up to a 4/4 lifelink and then gain 10 life when it pops. We'll see what happens. So there we go. Next turn, I guess, based on what I see now, I'll probably just play the gate and drop the True Fire Paladin into play. So yeah, it's a 4-point life string, just for on turn 2, swing him with a 2/2 lifelink. I really like the cat. He seems to be getting some disrespect, but man, like, look how cute that little kitty is. He got the cool helmet there. I mean, he's cool. All right, so our opponent plays plains, and he just passes the turn. Okay, so not terribly afraid of Raise the Alarm here because my cat's going to be a 3/3. So, even if he flashes that in, he's going to still either have to jump block or, he can't trade with me. So, let's go up to a 3/3 lifelinker. And no shenanigans. Okay, so now that's a 6-point life swing. All of a sudden it's 25 to 15. And the cat is looking good. So let's just get our True Fire Paladin into play. And if I got anywhere to put the wings, True Fire Paladin is it, because he's a 2/2 vigilance on his own, and when you slap these Nimbus wings on him, he's a 3/4 flyer with vigilance, which is just pretty insane. And he also has, he has these activated abilities that you can sink mana into. You can just kill him faster with the first one, or defend well with the second one. So our opponent now has played a mountain. He's on 3 mana, and he's thinking. And he drops a Tended Knight. Okay, a Tended Knight is a 2/2 first strike, and when it enters the battlefield, you get a 1/1 soldier token. So he gets a couple of dudes there. But my cat can swing right through that because it's going to be... Oh, Baneslayer Angel. That's pretty sweet. So let's just do this and put the Nimbus wings on the Paladin. So that's a 3/4 flyer. He's going to go over the top. And our cat's going to swing and become a 4/4, which means that he can't double block and trade with us. So that's really strong. And since I don't have anything else to do with my mana, I'm just going to sink 2 into True Fire Paladin going over the top and get in for 5. Don't want to, and there's no need to bluff anything. I don't have anything in my hand. I'd rather just burn him. So is he going to block my my 4/4 lifelinker at all? Let's find out. He does, yeah. So he's just going to chump, and now it's 39 to 10. So yeah, I'm on 39 life here because we just sacrificed the Ordeal for 10 life, and we've got this 1-drop here, which was a 4/4 lifelink. Then we've got a 3/4 flyer that we can sink mana into, and if he taps out and I pick up a basic land, then I'm just going to kill him with his Wrecking Ogre. I really hope that happens because that's a cool way to win. So our opponent's cultivating. He's going to get to put 1 basic land into play this turn. So unless he's got a fog, I think he's in pretty bad shape. Go and cultivate right there when I'm putting the pressure on like this. So he picked up a forest. So that's the one he's going to put into play, I assume. Yeah, so, I mean, he's representing fog, so... I've seen my share of fogs lately, and it's a card I'm actually starting to play around because it's kind of got me scared. So, I wonder, do I play around it? Let's just go into combat and see if he blocks or not. you know. Let's see if he blocks. Is he gonna jump block? He is. So I'm gonna go for it, you know. Oh, hopefully no fog. So that gives me a 6/7 double striking vigilant flyer. So we hit him for 6, and then we hit him for 6 more. All right. Well, that was a pretty quick game right there. So I mean, you know, we're almost into is it burn territory here now. You know, with a 5-minute game. So I think what I'll do is just see if I can find another lobby and get another game. Who fuck screwing the recording and all that. Let's you know, let's create another 2-player lobby and see if someone can join up here and squeeze another game in. Oh, we got someone really fast. Okay, I mean that's pretty good. No dead air for me. Welcome, Demon Slayer. We're staring at Garuk's Horde right there. Some pretty nasty beasties. I wouldn't want to steer those guys running me down. Yeah, it's usually correct to play land cards. Usually, you know, being the keyword. All right, come on, game, load up. I wanna get another game on the go. That last one was pretty quick. All right, now let's look at the opening hand. Here we have only 2 mana. We've got a God's Willing and a Nimbus Wings, but no creatures to target with them. And then we've got 2 3-drops, and we don't have a 3rd land. Plus Wrecking Ogre, so that's clear mulligan. Here we've got 1 land and a bunch of God's Willing. Here we've got 1 land. Here we've got a cat that we can cast on 5. I'm gonna go to 4. Okay, we got 3 land and a Goblin Rabblemaster. I mean, that's you know, that's playable. Going down to 4 and grabbing this guy. So let's just drop a gate. Our opponent's playing Swamp. He's playing a 60-card deck. So, you know, hopefully he's got something good to test us out with. He's playing Golgari. Are we playing against spiders here now? Wayfinder certainly looks like it. Certainly looks like spider.deck. So this is certainly a tough matchup if he starts generating spiders. So he's got Treasure Find and a couple of big top-end bombs. No sign of the spider. Oh wow, we picked up True Fire Paladin. That was a nice draw. Going to be a turn later getting out my my Rabblemaster unless I top deck a land, but really just want to get something on the board as quickly as possible. Because I can still, if he doesn't block this guy, I can still sink 2 mana into it and swing for 4. So he's playing a Bloodghast. You know, Bloodghast can't block, and it's just a 2/1. So I'm not too. Whoops. Come on, go away. I'm not too worried about. Oh wow, we picked this up. That's actually really good. So now we get to just drop the Rabblemaster down, make a token, and since Bloodghast can't block, I'm not really worried about swinging with my 2/2 here. So let's bring it on in and see if he blocks here with the Wayfinder to trade with a token. Then he's most definitely on the spider plan. You know, most green-black decks do have spider spawning. No, he doesn't. He just takes it. So I guess he's saving a chump blocker for Rabblemaster next turn. I don't know what's in his hand, obviously. So let's just pass it back over to him and see if he hits his 4th drop and what he does with it. Yeah, he does. He does indeed, and he taps out for Nemesis Immortal, so he's got a 5/5 in play. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad indeed. So he's coming at me for 2. I don't have any mana open to give True Fire Paladin first strike, so he's just going to hit me. Fine with that. I'm okay with that. So his 5/5, that's a pretty big roadblock, I gotta say. Yeah, I'm just gonna let the tokens come in here, because next turn I'll have 5 mana. One thing about double strike, I can use it as like sort of first strike and kind of call it a removal spell. I mean, it's not an ideal situation to be in, but you know, you got to do what you got to do to get a 5/5 off the board before he starts turning it into a 10/10. So how many creatures does he have over there? 1, 2, 3. Plus he's playing the Wayfinder, so he's going bigger. So he's probably going to be able to monster stat next turn. Like, if he attacks here, I don't have any way of catching him. He's got a Vengevine in the graveyard now. So if he casts another creature, he'll get that this turn. So hopefully he doesn't have another 2-drop. He's just bringing the Bloodghast. Okay. So I'm not going to block. Yeah, I'm going to block the Ghast. And then I'm going to give my guy first strike here. So that will just send it to the graveyard. And he's already played his land for turn, so he's kind of made a mistake there. So goodbye, Bloodghast, until next turn. Now, Now here's the thing. Let's just bring it. Let's bring the house. See how he blocks, and I'm gonna have to use Wrecking Ogre to take out that nemesis. Does he have a spawning in his graveyard yet? No, but I'm sure it's in there. So he must think something's up, and it is. So he's going after the Rabble Master. So I'm going to Blood Rush onto the Rabble Master. That'll give me a 6 power first striker. Double striker, but I mean, the first strike damage will knock out the nemesis, and then I don't get to deal any more damage because he was blocked. So you know, I really hate doing that, but I had to get that nemesis off the board. He would have been a 10-10 this turn, and that would have just been shitty for me. Now if he just spawns spiders here, okay, he played a land, he gets his blood gas back, and let's see if he just spawns, because if he had a spawning, his best bet would have been to do it first before blood gas came out of the graveyard. But anyways, I don't know if he's going to do that or not. Oh my. You know, mulligan to 4, and we're not in the worst shape, but knowing that the spawning's in the deck, I don't have a very good feeling that I can kill him in time. You know, with just these 2 creatures and him on 15 life. No, you know, there's Palaka Worms in his deck that we can see, so he's got the ability to gain some life. You know, I'm sure he's got the Runescar Demons. If he casts 2 creatures, he's going to get this back. You know, there's 2 more of these guys. So he's just casting Rescue from the Underworld right here. That's interesting. So I should have paused the timer there and see what he targeted, but that's not going to come back till his next upkeep. In the meantime, I've just got to go balls to the wall here. So I'm going to get a token, and we're going to swing for a ton. Because, since he's on 1 mana, I'm going to pump this guy up 3 times, and that's going to be 6 damage. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 12. He's down to 3 here now. And I've got a God's Willing. Another one of the uses for God's Willing is it can give one of your creatures unblockable. You know, depending on the creatures your opponent has. So if they have all green creatures over there, you can give your creature protection from green, and you can swing through without getting blocked. So we got him to 3. So let's see if we can close the game out. I'd really hate to see the Palaka Worm come in here. He just brought his nemesis back. I'm surprised that's what he targeted with Rescue from the Old Underworld. You know, when he had this, I mean, it's a bit of a misplay. Unless he's got a land and a worm in hand. You know, now he's tapping out for spawning, so that I just can't get. I can get through that. Yes, I can, because they're all green. So he's tapped out again. So, oh, God's Willing. So we're just going to give him protection from green. And we'll keep the Banisher Priest on top, doesn't matter, unless he's got a Fog or an Ulcerate, I win the game. So, let's just swing. Well, the 2 goblins have to come in. And then I swing at the Rabble Master for 4, protection from green. He can't block with his black creature because Bloodghast can't block. And let's see if the 4 will get through. See if he's got a Fog or an Ulcerate. He's thinking like, holy shit, I can't block. He's kind of pissed off. I would be. Actually, I'd know what protection from green meant. Yes, sirree. Well, mulligan to 4 with 3 land and a Rabble Master against Spider Spawning. We still got there. Yeah, but he made a serious misplay. You know, by going for his Nemesis Immortals there over his Blocker. I had the second God's Willing. I probably could have made my True Fire Paladin unblockable and then pumped it up. So I think I still could have killed him even if he had brought back Palaka Worm. But anyway, yeah, that's you know, it's kind of a little bonus for you there. I got the second game in, so I hope you enjoyed these games with Boros Auras, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more. Thanks for watching.